Hello, everybody, and welcome back to editing another episode of What's Up Pup, and also learning. Where am I? Where is that sound coming from? Test, test. Oh, apparently. Headphones. Let me get my sound fixed here. Test, test. Oh, just mute the TV. That'll solve that problem. Test, test. All right, there we go. Okay, now, basically, this is for those who didn't watch any of the previous videos. This is actually a cartoon that we create entirely out of Unity. So it's basically the exact same thing as a cutscene. The only difference is that we are actually making a cartoon out of it. Everything that we're doing is entirely into timeline. We have different assets that we use that allow us to do this, as well as some things that we created ourselves. If you have any questions, feel free to ask while we're doing this. But for the most part, just enjoy the flow. So what I'm looking at right now is I have an assistant who goes ahead and sets up the scenes for me already, so you can see all this in timeline. The first thing I want to do though is I want to clean up these clean up this timeline so that there is so that it's easier to see everything. So first I'm going, let's see, this one is pup, and this one is busy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put all of the characters' tracks within each one. That way we can close them up and we don't make any mistakes later. So there's busy. Let's close that. And then let's go ahead and move all of pups into pups. Oops. Pups. All right, pup is closed. So now we can also remove tracks that we're not using. This is an extra track actually. So we'll just delete this one. So here we go. So this one right here is our demo auto track. So this one is what we use to when we're not hitting play. And the difference between that is if we're hitting this, you see there's no
All about the
animation,
letter
but
Q. What?
you can hear them talking. But if you close this down, and you'll see this is our actual playback scene. Now if we hit play, there'll be animation. It takes a second to start sometimes because it compiles everything every single time. You can turn this off, but sometimes it'll cause errors. So we'll just let it be. All right, let's just give that a second to load. Oh, just realized that my camera is not turned on.
Hi, pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, pup. A question is when you ask something to fin.
So that's what the difference between these two is. So here you won't see
What
any
letter
animation.
are we learning?
This is where you can make changes and all that to you can make changes and all that to the timeline and they'll stick. But if you hit play and you make changes here, not all of the not everything that you change will stay. Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out how come my camera is not working. Ah, camera. And you can't see me anyway because it's super dark. There we go. Not that I'm a great site, but there I am. Okay, so that being said, all right, let's get to this. So basically, since Dan sets all this stuff up for me, um, the I can basically kind of just jump into it, which is great because it saves me a lot of time. Um, all right, so the first thing you're going to notice, you're going to see this this blackboard signals here. So what this is this is a this is me, or this is, you know, me or Dan. This is us telling the blackboard to change the image in the back. So as you saw earlier, when it was playing, you saw this blackboard change to something else. Now the only thing that what's missing here though is it should be changing as he's talking about. There should be a few more changes. So let's go here.
What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q.
Q. Okay. So if I go into here, you'll see the script that we wrote that is specifically for changing these textures. And then these are all of the signals that we're calling from the timeline. Sorry, I forgot to lock the timeline. All right. So that being said, she's calling 4, which is Q. So the only thing I'm going to change is the location.
All about the letter Q.
Okay, so they're calling the letter Q here. So we're going to go ahead and put that. And let's see where it's going to change again.
Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know.
Okay. All right, so questions. So you see how it's saying here material 3. So if you come here, you're going to see here material 3, material 4. Same thing here. This one says material 4. So this is what it's doing, is it's telling it that we want it to call whatever material is in this arrangement, okay?
Question. That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. A question.
So what I'm going to do is, she didn't put one here, but what I think would be good here is maybe a picture of 2 people asking each other a
Question
question.
is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions.
And then here she had it go back to, she has it go to 2. 2 is just the blackboard by itself.
I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? Like, what's...
So what I'm going to do is, instead of having it change, I'm going to have it ask the question here.
What's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. Red! That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? What's your...
There's another question here. We might put this up on the board as well.
What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a bunny.
Is a bunny?
Bunny, of course. How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a lion.
All right, and then we're going to put a lion right here. Oops. By the way, what the difference is here is, if you say add signal emitter, this just adds an empty signal emitter. But if you already have one set up, you can go here and then you can search for, and it saves whatever format you put it in.
I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for question.
And then we're going to go ahead and bring back Q here. So I'm just going to put signal emitter because I don't remember which one it is. All right, we're going to save because that's how we should do this. All right. All right, now, so what we're going to do right now is we're just going to check to see how her animations are, if everything should be good, if the eyes are good. The first thing I did notice, though, is that the eyes were in the wrong place when we were looking at the audience. So we're just going to fix that real quick. And usually that one is in the wrong place around the two shot. So let's take a look.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q?
See,
Oh, I know.
it's
Question.
right here. So right here when they're looking at the blackboard, they're still set on the two shot. So the view is going to be incorrect. So we're going to have to fix that. So let's go down to the eyes. And I guarantee this is two. Oh, it's not looking at anything. Wait, the heck? He's not looking at anything. What about him? All of them are empty. Okay, well, first one would be pretty easy, I guess, then. Let's go ahead and look at and say look at the audience. Not entirely sure what he's looking at here, so we'll have to play it and listen to them.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning. Are we learning today? Hi, Pup.
So he should be looking at Pup at this time. So if we go to Pup is on the right, go here, look at Pup. These are preset just game objects that we put inside here that tell him where to look.
What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to look at the audience.
What word starts with the letter Q? Word.
And then we'd be looking at Pup because he's talking to Pup.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. The
Let's see.
word starts with the letter Q.
Actually, sorry, audience. Nope, I was right the first time. This should be Pup. And this should be audience.
Oh, I know. Question. That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. Question. That's right, Pup.
Okay, so at this point, he'd be looking back at the audience as he's explaining what the question is.
A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking.
And he's looking back at Pup.
Asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. Love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. What's your favorite color, Busy?
Right, just looking at the audience. Of course, this one is empty for some strange reason.
My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy.
Thing is really touchy about you can't crossfade these. They have to be exactly perfect. It's kind of a pain.
I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? Another question for you. Like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? Another question for you.
Okay, so this one he'd be looking at pup. This one he's gonna look at the audience, and then he's gonna be looking back at pup again.
What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is
Oh, you know what? I just realized I did. He should be looking at busy. I just made him look. I just made him look at himself. Some strange reason.
Hi, pup. What? Today, we're learning all about the letter
The audience.
Q. What words
Get busy. Okay.
starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, pup. Let me think. Oh, I know.
Okay.
Question. That's right, pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions.
Okay. So what I want to do now before I move on is I want to align the look at audience.
What letter are we? What word starts with the letter Q? Think. The pup's question. Ask something to find out. What's your favorite color?
Actually, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and finish this one.
Is a bunny, of course. How about you, pup?
Okay.
I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, pup? My favorite.
The reason I have him answering the audience is technically he's talking to the audience, but to give it some
Animal
realism.
is a lion. I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for lion. I love questions. Asking questions
Okay. One thing I want to do is I want to. I do not know. There we go. All right. I think Pup's eyes are fixed. Let's go ahead and work on Busy's eyes. So it sees it's not actually looking at anything, so we're gonna have to go ahead and fill in those missing pieces.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today
He's definitely looking at Pup right now.
we're learning all about
Audience.
the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question.
All right.
Let me think. Oh, I know.
Thing is so touchy about being overlapping.
Question. That's right, Pup. A question. That's right, Pup. A
And this is where he's basically talking to the audience again. That's why he's not always talking directly to Pup. Excuse my misclicks or whatever. I'm having trouble with my hands lately. Don't seem to be doing what I want them to do. All right.
That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information.
All right. So he's gonna be looking at Pup because Pup is talking right now. So we'll just put it back to Pup here.
I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? Like, what's your favorite color, Busy?
All right. So he's gonna be looking at the audience to tell what his favorite color is. Holy crap, my hands.
My favorite color is red.
Okay, so he's telling the audience about his favorite color. Then he's gonna look back at the Pup first.
That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My
Gap here.
red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. Blue. I have another question. Like blue. I have another question for you.
All right.
What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How?
As you can tell, it's a lot of busy work. It's easy, but it's a lot of busy work.
How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a lion. I love questions. A lion. I love love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends.
Wait a second. I just realized she has 2 separate tracks for eyes. Holy crap.
Hi, pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh,
Alright, so I gotta change. What I'm changing here is because the camera changes, but the eyes didn't change, so it looked a little funky.
Hi, pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, pup? My favorite animal is a lion. I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for question.
Alright, actually, she did a pretty good job. This is basically done. Let me delete this track because it's confused the crap out of me. Alright, so the only thing I'm going to do is actually, I'm just going to change some of the things that pop up in the background. So the first thing we want to do is we want to add an effect when the letter pops up. So we have a bunch of effects here to choose. We can choose any colors we want. In this case, I'm just going to choose a multicolor. I'm going to drop it here, and I'm going to say I want an activation track. And I'm going to have it activate every time that the letter Q pops up. Okay, so we line it up with this. This is the letter Q, which, by the way, the letter Q is material 4. So that one will also be here, material 4. And then we'll also put another activation track here. Okay. And I'll show you what that does in just a second. Now, you probably noticed that during the thing that there's actually a sound that plays when each one of these, the background changes. And that's kind of built in by another script that I created.
Hi, pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with learning all about the letter Q? What word starts with the letter?
So that's basically what happened. The reason you saw that blue is because it was still rendering. Let's go ahead and save this. All right, now let's go ahead and put in the other photos. So,
I know. Question.
all right, so another thing I always forget is you see how these are Shutterstock in the back? Well, we actually do pay for those. So let me go ahead and go to Shutterstock and get the actual photos before I forget, because I did forget in one episode. Um, so what I'm doing, you can't see it, but I'm going to the I'm going to Shutterstock and downloading those pictures. Here. This is Q. Oh, they only have one picture here in Q. See if I can find those ones that she already selected. Q is for excuse me. I just got the COVID vaccine and it has really messed me up. I spent an entire day in bed. Um, excuse me. There we go. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and download this one. Jeez. And let's see. We'll go ahead and download this one. Oh, forgot to download them. All right. Download. And download. Now, each one of these downloads were Illustrator files, so I need to go ahead and change these very quick. Sorry, you can't see this part because it's on another window, but all right. Like I said, sorry you can't see this part. You'll see what I'm doing in just a second here. Last one. right. Now I exported them. Now I'm going to be putting them into Photoshop to make them the right size. Open with Photoshop. Open with Photoshop. And then this one, drag this in. All right. Turn off the other images that are in there. And then I'm going to change this to white. There we go. File, export, export as. And let's put this into the Q folder. And we will call it questions. It would be better. All right. And then this one, I just need to make the canvas sizes a little bit bigger. So we'll just say 10%. 10%. That really wasn't big enough. Let's say 30%. 30%. Just shrink this stuff down a little bit. Control T. Perfect. Now we just need to give it some type of texturing. So let's go here and get our gradient tool, wherever that may be. And let's make the gradient something like light blue, and light green. File, export, export as. I'll just export that as photo 1. Just in case you don't know what I'm doing is I'm creating images to replace the ones in the background. It'll make more sense when I get back here. I'm just in the Photoshop. You can't see what's going on. Let's see, width 50. Oh, that's no good. 2048 by 2048. Proceed. All right. Oops. File. Export as. Export. Photo. Oops. Photo 2. Save. All right, now you'll be able to see what I was doing. So if you notice that there's two photographs behind them, but they still have the Shutterstock. So I went and downloaded some pictures from Shutterstock. So if I go to picture left, you're going to see I can add a photo here. And if I go to picture right, you can see I can add a photo here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those photos that I just exported to Q, and I'm going to add them to the scene. I also edited the questions one, so it looks a little bit better. So let's go ahead and put one of our new photos in there. And right, let's put our other new photo there. All right. And then for the board itself, if you go here to presentation, we're going to replace the questions one, which is this one, with the one I just made. It looks a little bit better. But then we're also going to add a couple more because you see these ones that don't have anything here. It's because there's something I wanted to add to those. So let's see.
Question! That's right, Pup! A question is when you ask.
So what we're going to do is we're going to...
Question is when you ask.
I want to find a picture where someone is asking a question. So let's go back to images. Ask question. What I'm hoping to find is two people talking to each other. This one might work, but this looks a little funky. Why can't it be a happy question, huh? Oh, here we go. Something maybe. Maybe. Put that there. See if I can find something better. Man, why do they have to look so sad in all these pictures? Can't ask a happy question? Huh? Can't ask a happy question? There's so many unhappy questions in here. Um, seriously want this to be a happy question, but for some reason, all of these images are all make questions seem like they're so difficult. Maybe this one? That one's cute. Let's see. Maybe this one. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Let's see. Um, Well, it's the only one that looks happy. Huh. I'll go with this one. And that is yet another illustrator. Hello, anybody who's might be watching or might not be watching. Anyways, just what you're doing. If you've just come in and you don't, if the reason you can't see me do anything is because I'm just off screen doing something with Illustrator. But you'll see why I'm doing it in just a second. 3. All right. So let's go ahead and drag in these new images now. I'm just dragging it into Photoshop so I can adjust the size so it matches better. Okay. File, export, export as, export, and we're gonna call this questions 2. Okay. All right. So what I was doing off screen that you couldn't see is I was creating the creating some artwork that is going to be showing up in the project. So if I go to my presentation here and you see I have 3 cues, it's just because I made an extra one. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one for number 5. That means I'm going to tell this signal that I want it to be number 5, material 5, presentation, material 5. Okay. Let's see what else it says.
Thing to find out more information. I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Biz?
All right, so what's your favorite color? I'm going to put something here. I'm going to Photoshop and I'm going to put what's your favorite color? And then I'm going to change the fonts to the correct font. And then I'm going to make this smaller. Not good. I'm just finishing up some more graphics to put on the screen behind them. Question color. Save. And then if I come into my thing here. I'm going to go back into my blackboard again. You see I have element 6. I'm going to go ahead and put what is your favorite color. All right. And I'm going ahead and change this one because this is where he asked, right?
Like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
All right. Go back to our meditation. So we've made this number 6. So we're going to tell it that we want this to be material number 6. All right. Let's see where it goes from here.
Color, Busy. My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite?
All right. So now we need to do what is your favorite animal? Export that one. Export. Animal. Save. Back here. Okay. What's your favorite animal? Let's drag it in here. And let's put it in our presentation. So we're just going to add one more here. What's your favorite animal? Pool. All right, so he asked that here. This is going to be element 7. So I'm going to tell it here that I want to use element 7. All right, let's see what he asked from here.
My favorite animal is a bunny, of course.
All right, so we have a bunny and we have a lion.
Animal is a lion.
So we need a bunny and a lion. So let's go back to our Shutterstock. And let's go ahead and find ourselves a bunny and a lion. Bunny. Let's go ahead and add this one to our queue. Let's see if we can find a lion. This is a good lion. Looks like it's by the same people. All right, let's go to our folder. Let's download those photos. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just downloading the photos of the lion and the bunny. Okay, and download the bunny. And luckily for us, they are both JPEGs. So let's go ahead and go into Photoshop and drop those in. And then go ahead and edit out the white. Open in Photoshop. Open in Photoshop. All right. Photoshop has this awesome feature where you can just tell it to select the subject and cut the subject out. In this case, though, because of their fur, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to put it in here. So let's take our lion and our bunny, drag them in. And take our bunny. Actually, you know what? This here. We're going to rasterize the layers so that I can almost done. Almost done. All right, cool. T. Okay. File. Export. Export as. Export as. Lion. And then export as bunny. Export as bunny. Hello. That's weird. I've never seen that before. Okay, now I'm back in here again, so I need to drag in the new files I just created, which is the bunny and the lion. All right, and I need to put them into my materials. So we're going to take our bunny. Oops, our lion. I tried to put them in order. I grabbed that lion by accident. So bunny and lion. So this one is going to be bunny, right? So bunny is going to be 8 and lion is 9. So this is bunny. And this is lion. Okay. And this one goes back to the letter. Now, let's go ahead and hit play and see how it looks. We're going to save first. Hit play.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a lion. I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for question.
Okay. All right, we're almost there. So one thing I noticed is that um, the my brain just went dead. Oh, okay. So the at the end there, their animation was not complete yet, so they had this kind of weird animation. Listen right and high right arm. What we're going to do is instead of high, we're going to do wave. All right, and same thing here. Instead of high, we're going to do wave. Okay. I'm going to take this one out just because it's a little too close. The other thing I need to add is I need to add the, the kids cheering at the end. So there's it's a little more exciting. So I'm going to go into sound effects and kids hooray. And we're just going to drag this into the audio up here. We're going to just line it up to where if ever we have to edit it again, we can cut it out. So it just starts just at the end here. And cut our camera there. Then I'm just going to change this first one. Originally we started with a shot that was outside, but I think we're going to do something a little different. We might just change it up a bit. Let's see here. If you hit F on the scene, it'll take you to where the camera is. So you see establishing shot is up here. And then blackboard shot is inside. You can use this to turn down the icons or to turn them off if you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a, let's see, where is this camera? I think I'm going to make a duplicate of this just for this purpose. I'm going to drag it in here. Now, it won't take away right away because see, this is cached. You see this line? It says it's cached. So sometimes to clear this cache, you have to hit play for a second. There you go. So what we want to do here is we want to have their eyes going to the audience. Okay. And then we're going to adjust this camera. So right now this camera is here. This is what it's showing us, right? But we want it to do something. We want it to go from, you know, to something. So what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have it zoom out a bit. I don't know. If you get the lens too wide, then it becomes a that much of a transition, is it? Huh. Maybe I'll just leave it to the outdoor one. What we will change though is where the transition takes place on the music. And the transition should be done just about the time they start talking. Okay. I want to make sure this shot is even. It looks a little off. Two shot. Okay. Let's just look at it one more time and see if we're all good. Let's find out.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a lion. I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for question.
Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more in here. Here, audio track. I'm unmuting this just so I can see where his audio ends.
Is for question.
Okay. All right. So now, how do you, let's save this first. Now the question is how do you export this so it's in the best quality? Well, the first thing you want to do is go to General, and you're going to go to Recorder and Recorder Window. Okay. And what you want to do in Recorder is first thing you want to do is you want to set up the time interval. And then where you find out the information for this is you, let me drag this in here so it's out of the way. You're going to go into your timeline, and you're going to go to the beginning where you want this to start. So in this case, we always start a little bit early so that things get a chance to load before it starts recording. And wow, got it right on there. I'm going to start this just a frame before. So basically it's starting at 0.98. So go up here and we say start 0.98. Then we need to find out where it ends. This up a bit. And usually there's a little thing here to show you where the ending is. You see this little blue thing? So you can click on that and then kind of guide it to where you want. In this case, we're going to end a little bit early. So it says here that we are at 59.7. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it 60. Okay, so basically this is a little under a minute. And we're going to add our recorder. In this case, we want a movie. We want it to be the game view so that it'll switch between all the cameras, but also we want to make sure it's 4K. For the best quality, we want to go to QuickTime. We're not making anything clear, so we'll just go down here to the next level down. All right, and then anywhere, if you want to change where it saves or whatever, you can do it here. So now we're just going to hit record. We do these cartoons a couple a week, but we're also going to start doing actual cutscenes for our game. We are making a game, a couple games actually, and we'll start doing. We'll also stream that from beginning to end. In these videos, of course, you don't get to see the initial setup because we have somebody setting this up for us, but we plan on showing you everything. But don't go ahead and ask us any questions you might have. That way we know what we can focus on. We do this all the time, so we're really good with timeline, or at least we think we're really good with timeline. And I'll be happy to answer your questions. So as you can see, I have a pretty powerful computer, so it's rendering very fast. But rendering can change depending on what kind of power your PC has. And then what I do, because it's rendering at such a high such a high quality, you won't be able to play it back just by double clicking on it. You're going to either put it in Premiere, or you can render it into an HP4 so that you can look at it and make sure that it's correct. But you can drag this full quality version directly into YouTube, and it will render. It just takes a while. It'll probably take like 15 to 20 minutes. Just a heads up. Almost done. So when it's done, I'm going to go ahead and render it to make sure that it's so I can watch it real quick and make sure it's okay. I always notice something after the fact that I missed that you don't notice during the gameplay. Okay, so it has done rendering. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my media encoder, where I'm going to render it into an MP4. And by the way, if you're not sure where to find it, you see this little button here. You push this, and it will go ahead and take you to the folder that it's in. I'm gonna change my settings here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna change over to display capture and transition. Okay, so what I had done is, this is the export. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the export into media encoder. You can leave it at the high bit rate because it's MP4. It'll still play pretty well. It's up to you. It automatic sets for 10, so I just said go ahead, and then we'll go render it again. And this time it's rendering it to a format that can actually play on the normal on VLC or movie player within Unity. Now, one thing I see that I might change is the font that Q is in. I swear to God, my computer nowadays. All right. All right, I'm just going to put this in a folder so I can go ahead and replace that one. And if I go here, you can see where I had it before. Let's just go ahead and put the new one there. It'll automatically change it in here once I do that. So I don't have to do anything else but to export it. So I'm going to go ahead and export it again with the proper queue. This one is actually finished, but like I said, since we know that the queue is not what we want, go ahead and re-export it. Almost done. Like I said, I'm still feeling a little bit groggy because of the COVID vaccine, but much better than I was yesterday. I slept all day yesterday. Just a heads up, if you get the new COVID vaccine, you won't be able to work the next day. You'll be passed out. Okay, almost done. All right, once again, you can find out where it is by pushing here, but I already have the window open. So let's go ahead and drag in this new one. And we're going to convert this one now. I didn't have to set anything because I already have it set for MP4, so it's just going to remember whatever last setting you had. And yes, I use Adobe for everything. I know that there are other free versions out there, but for me, it's worth paying for the subscription because I use all of their products. Okay. All right. So that's done. So let's just go ahead and make sure.
Hi, pup. What letter are we?
See, this is why I check it. I forgot to turn off the demo audio, so the audio was doubled up. So I have to record another copy, but this is why we check it every time, because sometimes little mistakes like that happen. Hello, our one viewer. How are you? So what we're doing right now is we're exporting the video third time. First one was to replace and fix a graphic. This time is because we exported it with the double audio by accident. Then we'll just check it to make sure it's working well, that it looks well when it's done, and it'll be ready to post. If you're wondering what assets we use for creating these videos, we use Salsa, which is basically the way we control the eyes, the expressions, and the talking. We use Feel for the effects, for sound effects, all that kind of stuff. And what else do we use? That's really the... Oh, and we use simple waypoint systems for when we want them to walk around or do something other than stand in place. Basically, with those three, you can create almost any kind of cutscene or animation that you want, and you can do it pretty quickly too. Yeah. I need a shave. I know. All right. Almost done. Just a few more frames here. Actually, I'm using a new video card, and I'm actually pretty happy that it's streaming so well. My last video card took a bad turn. All right. That looks pretty good. Pretty good if I say so myself. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. And then just like before, we're going to go ahead and convert this video. So we can make sure that the video is correct. I don't have to change any settings because it just uses my last settings, and they're always the same. So I have a pretty powerful PC, so it renders pretty fast. I know I should put my chat and streaming on this side so that I can actually look at the camera and look at you while I'm checking it. Okay. All right. Now, let's see if we got it right this time.
Hi, Pup. What letter are we learning today? Today, we're learning all about the letter Q. What word starts with the letter Q? Let me think. Oh, I know. Question. That's right, Pup. A question is when you ask something to find out more information. I love asking questions. Like, what's your favorite color, Busy? My favorite color is red. That's cool, Busy. I like blue. I have another question for you. What's your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a bunny, of course. How about you, Pup? My favorite animal is a lion. I love questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn new things and find out more information about people and make new friends. Q is for question.
Okay, that's not too bad. Anyways, if you have any questions, or feel free to ask. Or next time that we're streaming, we're happy to have the one viewer we had today. Maybe we'll have 2 viewers someday. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and see you next time.